National Firearms Museum here at NRA headquarters. I'm with Phil Schreier, Senior Curator of the museum, and it's Phil's grab bag. Phil's got some great stuff for us for these segments of Curator's Corner. And Phil, interesting looking firearm there. Why don't you tell us what you have in the grab bag this week?
Well, John, I brought one of my favorite pistols. I know we've been doing this for years.
I've heard of some of your favorites. Pistol. I think I know something about them.
Well, you know, that was true at the time, and times change. So this week, my favorite pistol.
Love it.
Colt Commando.
The Colt Commando.
That's right. It's a World War II version of the official police revolver, 38 caliber Colt. Kind of Colt's answer to the Smith & Wesson M&P, the very popular military and police 38. The Colt changed this gun during 1942 to 1945 to fulfill military contracts.
Okay.
So they made it Parkerized finish. They shortened it. It was 2 and 4 inch barrel lengths and plastic grips, which were very unique for this type of gun at this time.
Probably pretty practical out there in the field during the war.
Right. And, you know, our standard pistol during the war was the 1911.
Right.
1911, 1911A1. And we made quite a few of those. In fact, Colt had, you know, five different companies manufacturing those all at the same time. But there was still need for firearms, sidearms, that wasn't being met, even with everybody working 3 shifts. So what they did was they took guns that had been commercially available and began with a few changes, making those for the military, and then issuing those out, maybe not as your standard sidearm like the 1911A1,
right,
but as substitute standard or secondary. Whereas a lot of pilots got some Victory model Smith & Wessons 38. This Colt Commando was, a lot of these were used by security guards, military, government guards at different plants, industrial sites, railroad, you know, police, things like that in the continental United States. Some may have gotten into combat use, but not many. There were only 50,000 of them produced to begin with, 48,
wow.
50,000.
Wow, that's pretty neat. So now I'm not surprised I hadn't seen it before then. I don't think I've seen one of these.
They're not very very widely known.
I imagine makes it rather desirable and collectible.
They are.
Wow, it's pretty neat. So the Colt Commando. Phil's new favorite pistol, by the way, until you tune in next week. He might have a new one, which is why we love him. So
actually, I think next week I'll show you my old favorite pistol.
Oh, I love that, yeah. By the way, we're here live at the Firearms Museum. In case you hear something going on behind us, we don't want to shut the museum down. My favorite part is when you're showing something off and someone comes and looks at it. Like, I think you're doing a live display for everybody.
That's right.
So the folks at home get to watch this, but everyone else can appreciate it here in Fairfax as well. And speaking of Fairfax, how can folks come and see the premier Firearms Museum here at our nation's capital and NRA headquarters?
Well, we're just 15 miles outside of Washington, D.C., off the Interstate 66, an intersection of U.S. Route 50. We're open 7 days a week, free admission, free parking. If you can't visit us off the interstate, visit us on the internet at nramuseums.com.
Yeah, and by the way, the NRA Museum, like the nation's capital, does not shut down during government shutdown.
No, not during government shutdown. We're always open. In fact, our newest museum, the National Sporting Arms Museum in Springfield, Missouri at Bass Pro, that's open 7 days a week as well.
Awesome. So get here to D.C., Fairfax, Virginia specifically, or out to Springfield, Missouri, or check it out online. Phil, once again, I love your favorite new pistol. I love the grab bag, and we're going to get back to that. We got a couple more segments in this series of Curator's Corners. I can't wait till next week. Thanks for being here on NRA News Cam & Company on Sportsman Channel.
Thank you, John.